Hi, so I'm here to actually address some of the comments and concerns about the Dreadloc drive that I'm recently doing. And some of the major concerns that I've been getting is that people have never cut their locks before, or they don't know, or they have this spiritual attachment with their dreadlocks. And they also feel that you have to go through the dreadlock journey. So what I did was I sent out a few questions to a couple people so that I was able to get this information. What I sent was I sent this via Facebook and via WhatsApp to some of my friends and family and even people that I didn't know. The message was, would you donate your dreadlocks? And if you have any, is it the first time that you've cut your dreadlocks? Do you know anyone who has dreadlocks and would like to donate? If you would like to donate, how many inches? So that was what I sent out, and I had quite a few feedback, and I would like to share that with you. Probably you have some of your own, and this video might help you to clear it up. So one person was like, you serious? I was like, okay, yeah, I want to go dread, but I don't want to start from scratch. And he's like, okay, sorry, since I start my hair, I have never cut it. So like I said, a lot of people have never cut their dreadlocks before, and this is new to them. The whole idea of cutting your hair after all these years is new. So I'm just trying to bring awareness to you guys who haven't cut your hair, and to like give you this as, think about it as a sense of an opportunity for you to cut your hair. Another person was like, the problem of people today is that they want things but don't want to go through the right process. They want it, no, I would never accommodate or facilitate a lazy person. His opinion. But I do plan on cutting my locks when it reaches its 10-year mark. My purpose of cutting it would be for a wig to be made from it, and I would donate it to a cancer patient who doesn't have hair. Now, my response to this is, why wait until that person completely doesn't have hair before you donate the locks to them? When if you cut off a couple inches that you have and donate the locks to them, no, the existing hair that they have on their head, they could actually attach that hair on, and that would enhance their beauty. That would make them feel even better because now they have longer hair. They feel better about what they're going through. Cancer and other things, it's not really much of an easy process. Some people have extremely thin hair, and be able to add volume to their hair, that is things that they're looking for. It costs quite a few bucks for you to be able to keep buying extensions, weaves, cover up and protective styles, hats and head wraps, and you still have to take that off when you go to bed and wake up and try to hurry and get ready, when you could get these dreadlocks and wear them forever. As long as they're attached, they're not going anywhere. So I believe that you should see and find out more about the Jada 20 locks, or at least if you have the locks, try to donate some. Another person was, she was very nice, I would say. She said, I've never cut my locks before. I don't know anyone who donates, but I don't mind help looking for you. And these are the kind of people that I'm actually looking for, and I'm trying to target these kind of people. If you'll never cut your hair, fine. If you have reasons not to cut your hair, I do understand. But this is also a reason. This is an idea of why you should cut your hair. Another thing that I've been noticing in terms of feedback is somebody said giving someone else your hair is like giving them your burden, it's like giving them all this negative energy. But just to dig a bit deeper, if you have all this hair, why would you see your hair as a burden? First of all, why would you be carrying around burden if you feel like your hair is your all the burden that you have, or all the struggles and all the negativity that have happened in your life? Why would you wear that on your head and carry it around? I believe that is hair that you want to cut off, and you won't give it to anybody because it's burden. But then again, if you have hair, dreadlocks, and you invest in it, you are religious or you are spiritual in terms of your hair, and you have invested positive energy into your hair, I believe that that is something that you would want to give to somebody, because now you're transferring positive energy to that other person. You're just giving off everything positive, and that is what you have to give. Your hair would grow back, and you're helping that other person on their luck journey. Something that I find very interesting while I was doing my research about dreadlocks was this one guy, The History of Dreadlocks, VD, and I'll link the reference from him below in the description box so you could go and check that out. He says, universally symbolic of spirituality, understanding that vanity and physical appearance are unimportant. And that is what we mean by wearing the hairstyle of dreadlocks. That you have accepted spiritually that vanity and physical appearance, it's not important. It's not important to you. Freeform dreadlocks is a good example of this. All you have to do is wash your hair and it grows the way it grows. Sister locks, you have smaller dreadlocks. They're probably a bit more defined. And then we have traditional locks, whereby you take your hair. So it all depends on how you care for your hair, but you have already accepted by having dreadlocks on a whole. You have already accepted that the vanity and the physical appearance, these aren't important to you. If they were important to you, please, you would have had straight hair. You would have been listening to the norm, what everybody else is doing. But you're not. You're different. You have dreadlocks. Dreadlocks for me is also a sign of rebellion. It's a sign of rebellion against sperm. It's rebellion against all the chemical treatments that are out there. So you're also rebelling against something while you're accepting your natural hair. And by allowing your hair to grow out, that's unbelievable. But what I'm trying to do, or what my goal is to minimize the discrimination of having starter locks in the workplace and in schools. When I first got my dreadlocks epiphany, that is what I call it. When I first got my dreadlocks epiphany, it was probably 3 years ago, and I was in school at the time. I still had my straight hair, and I cut off my hair. After I cut my hair, I did my starter locks, and they were extremely short one, and I was being bullied about it from people in school, family members, friends. Everybody had something negative to say about my starter locks and the fact that they were short. So went online and tried to find out if I could actually get an extension, or if there was some way that I could have longer locks without cutting my hair, or without putting it in braids and wearing weaves and always having on head wraps, because I wanted to show my hair and I couldn't find any. But there was this one person who had dreadlock extension, and they were synthetic dreads. I didn't have the access to get the synthetic dreadlocks, and neither did I have any outlet here in my country that sells these locks. Mind you, I'm young and I'm in school. So what I did, I made some of these locks for myself and I installed them. Have no clue what the tool was or where to find one. I used thread and they were like horrible. And I also got bullied for those as well, and I took them out. And then I grew my hair natural, and I grew my hair out for probably like a year or so. And I went natural again. And then once again I did the locks. My locks were still short. And because I had natural hair, I also had to tie my hair up a lot. And I did a lot of the gel, the Eco Style gel and stuff like that in my hair. So my hair had a whole lot of products in it. So I found a way how to make these synthetic extensions, and I applied those to my hair. The problem with synthetic extension is the fact that I wasn't able to dye the hair. So yes, I had blonde, but I couldn't dye the hair into any other color or anything like that. It was manageable. I was able to do hair styles and stuff, but dyeing the hair probably just to get black, I couldn't do that. So I took those out, and I realized that maybe I actually just have to grow my own hair if that's the only choice that I have. And I was like, this is not something that I could settle for. I once again did my lock journey. I started short, had my little afro in, and I asked my sister, who had long hair, if she would donate some of her locks to me. Never cut her hair. Had only been locked for like about 4 years. Had a few inches as well, but she saw in me and she realized that I truly understood what it was to have dreadlocks, and she knew that I would take care of the dreadlocks. I wasn't asking her, oh, please cut your hair because I want to have dreadlocks, knowing very well that I'm not going to take care of it, or I'm just going to have them laying around. I wanted to put her locks, or any locks on my head. There's this medium whereby you go and believe buy and sell, or on buy and sell, and you post what you want. I did that. I was also asking people to sell me their locks. I had no response. And that was the reason why I said, somebody donated locks to me. I could actually help somebody else out there like myself who want to go through the lock journey, who want to have dreadlocks. But the first phase, which is the starter locks and the short hair, is not much of an option, and they might not be able to deal with the stigma, and who knows, it's not accepted in their workplace or in their school. So I actually am grateful for the donation that she had given me. It was 6 inches, and I had previous length on my hair, so that extended the hair and that also gave it more volume. Now I've been able to achieve this high bun that I'm wearing today, and I attached the locks myself. Neither have I been able to find somebody who does lock installations. so I had to learn, and I've been doing it for a while now. Let's say probably 2 years. I started in 2017. So I've been doing it for a while, and these are my first real dreadlocks. And this was done through the new program that I'm beginning, which is Dreadloc. And the aim, as mentioned, is to minimize the stigma of having starter locks in the workplace. If you want to donate your locks, a couple inches that you have, or the ones that you have cut previously years before, please contact me. I'll put my contact information in the description box down below, or you could go to my email address, just so that I could give you a little bit more insight of how you could get the hair to me. This hair also was sterilized before it was installed in my hair, so don't feel like, oh, I'm just installing somebody else's hair and this and that. Besides that, her hair was 4C, which my hair is also 4C hair, and I've been able to have a perfect blend. So any hair type, any texture, any length, we're accepting it, because you never know who you might be able to find out there with that same hair type, that same texture, who also wants to get that hair installed. So I'm just showing that out there. Don't allow your spirituality and your religion to not allow you to share something of value that you have with somebody else. Sharing is caring, and it's across the board with whatever you have. Once again, thank you guys so much for sitting here with me and just having any chit chat. If you have any more questions, please put it in the comment section down below, and I'll try my best to get back to you. Peace. Bye.